Most of us have always been advised to stay away from truck driver when we are on the road, or not drive too close to these big vehicles because anything can happen. The risk that is associated when you are too close to a truck is very huge. So whenever a driver is driving a huge vehicle, there are certain points around the truck which are restricted to the view. As a truck driver, I have more clarity of what risks there are and how we can avoid them. Now, in today's video, we are going to talk about the limited visibility for a truck driver that causes these accidents. I'm going to present some slides which will explain for a truck driver how to set their mirrors and what precautions and safety measures to follow before they go on the road. However, we are professional drivers and we should be more careful while on the road. There are still some areas around the truck which are restricted to our view. So this video is also going to help other motorists understand where they should avoid their positioning around the truck while on the road, which will help prevent severe accidents. Now I am going to use some of the slides that I have prepared in order to understand better what is a blind spot, how many blind spots are there in a truck, some safety tips that we as truck drivers and other motorists should follow. And then we are also going to have a little tutorial at the end for truck drivers to understand mirror adjustment. To start with, it is very important to understand why we are focusing too much on the blind spots and mirror adjustments. For those who are unaware of the fact that Ontario stats have shown the major accidents caused in the province are due to the blind spot errors and negligence towards mirrors. Now, other than the safety, the second reason that truck drivers should pay attention towards the mirror adjustment is to help them during their backup maneuvers. As when you are backing up, it is important for you to have awareness of all the surroundings so that you don't hit anything. Moving on to the next slide, it explains some leading practices to follow in terms of how often a driver should have a glance in their mirrors and some points where they should never miss checking into the mirrors before making the next move. It is advised that a driver should have a glance in their mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds during their drive time. Now, here is a tip. When you are driving for, let's say, around 10 hours on average in a day, and looking into your mirrors every 5 to 8 seconds, you can understand how important it is to make sure your mirrors are not broken and they are neat and clean for a proper view. Talking about the important points where you should never miss checking your mirrors is whenever you are reaching up to an intersection and whenever you decide to make a right or left turn, whenever you are deciding to merge lanes towards right or left, or when you are going to stop or slow down, make sure that you check the mirrors. Now, not checking mirrors and blind spots at these spots has also resulted many drivers failing their drive test. Let's move on to understand what is a blind spot in terms of commercial driving and where are they located when it comes to truck and trailer, and how many blind spots are there. As you can see in the picture, a truck has 4 blind spots in all the 4 directions. It is advisable that you stay away from these spots as driver will not be able to see you. So until now, we had some general knowledge and understanding of the importance of mirror adjustment and blind spots. The slide shows the number and type of mirrors that are there in a truck, and just a pointer here that trucks do not have rear-ended mirrors, so they are totally dependent on these 5 mirrors for the entire view of the surroundings. Moving on, let's wind up our presentation with the help of some safety tips in general to follow. Whenever it comes to mirrors and windows, please make sure they are clean and not broken and well maintained. and try not to keep anything in front of the mirrors. For example, I've seen so many people putting their GPS or mobile phones that obstruct their view. Please avoid to do that. And as said earlier, a driver should have a glance at their mirrors for every 5 to 8 seconds. And 4 important stops where you should check the mirrors: intersections, merging points, turning points, slowing and braking up. Another part of it is like try to stay away from the no zone or blind spot areas of a truck now that you understand where they are. When you are merging in the traffic, try to maintain correct position to prevent from any severe accidents. Now this is the view of the mirror from the driver's seat. There are 2 things extremely important before I adjust my mirrors. First, it should be that my mirror should cover 1/3 of the visibility towards my vehicle, and the other part of the mirror should cover the surroundings. The second thing you have to make sure is that the 1/3 that you see of your vehicle should cover all the way to the end so that you can see the entire trailer. As you can see in my mirror, the back tires of my trailer are completely visible. I know where it ends. And for my surroundings, my top mirror is going to give me an enlarged and closer view of the vehicles, but my lower mirror is going to give me a wider angle. This is the setup on my passenger side mirror. Again, 1/3 of the mirror coverage is of my own trailer, and the other area that is covered by is the surroundings. Again, I can see all the way to the end tires of my trailer, and I know where my trailer ends and what is closer to that end of the trailer. And this is the view of my hood mirrors from the driver's seat. Again, our hood mirrors give us wider angle and it shows us closer areas to almost the sides of the passenger and the driver's seat doors. Along with my side mirror, there is a blind side mirror on the passenger side which is attached to the top, which shows the area that is just beside the passenger seat to see if there is any car which is very closer, because we cannot see that area in other mirrors. Now that we understand a little bit about the truck's blind spots, let's stay at a reasonable distance on the road when it comes to truckers. As well as for truckers, it is important to adjust your mirrors before you hit the road and maintain a frequent glance at your surroundings and in the mirrors for safety reasons. Before steering ahead, let's learn together, and I will meet you at the next turn.